In the shadows of the natural world, beneath the surface of human awareness, an empire is growing. It moves unseen, relentless, and unified in purpose. This is the story of LINEPITHEMA humile, the Argentine ant, a species so small yet so formidable that it has rewritten the rules of ecological warfare. They are not the strongest, nor the largest, nor the most venomous. And yet, Argentine ants are among the most successful invaders the planet has ever known. Originating from the floodplains of northern Argentina, Uruguay, Paraguay, and southern Brazil, these diminutive insects have hitchhiked across continents, carried by the unknowing hands of human trade. Today they thrive on nearly every major landmass with a climate that can sustain them, from the vineyards of California to the Mediterranean coastlines, and even into the urban heart of megacities. Unlike many other ant species, LINEPITHEMA humile does not wage war upon itself. There are no feudal rivalries, no territorial skirmishes between factions of the same kind. Instead, every Argentine ant belongs to one colossal supercolony, a seamless collective mind that spans across nations. The absence of genetic diversity among invasive populations has created a global network of allies, one vast, cooperative army marching under a single banner. The infiltrators step into any household in an area infested with Argentine ants, and their presence is inevitable. They infiltrate through the tiniest of cracks, forming endless rivers of brown as they search for food. Sugar, grease, proteins, no source of sustenance is safe. Unlike the erratic, disorganized movements of some insect colonies, their lines are precise, their missions clear. It is in their numbers that their strength lies. Where native ant colonies fight amongst themselves, the Argentine ant forms an unstoppable wave. Native ants, larger, stronger, and seemingly more formidable, stand little chance against the sheer force of numbers and the ruthless efficiency of this invading species. Bit by bit, they push indigenous competitors to the brink of extinction. The science of domination. What makes LINEPITHEMA humile such a terrifying invader? Beyond their numbers and unity, they possess a secret weapon: chemical warfare. When confronting rival ants, Argentine ants secrete a potent cocktail of chemicals that disrupt enemy communication and coordination, turning the battlefield into chaos for their adversaries. Confused and disoriented, native ants find themselves surrounded, overwhelmed, and ultimately eliminated. Additionally, their reproductive strategy is vastly different from many territorial ants. In traditional ant societies, a single colony revolves around a single queen. Not so for the Argentine ant. Their nests contain multiple queens, each tirelessly producing eggs, ensuring exponential population growth. Should a nest be destroyed, neighboring colonies replenish the ranks, ensuring that the war machine never stops. The impact of an empire. Every empire leaves a mark, and the Argentine ant is no exception. As they spread across continents, they disrupt ecosystems in ways both subtle and catastrophic. They have been responsible for the decline and even extinction of various native ant species, creating a ripple effect across entire food chains. In some regions, their dominance has led to reduced pollination as they drive away essential insects. In others, they have directly threatened endangered species, such as the coastal horned lizard, Phrynosoma coronatum, whose primary food source, native ants, has been replaced by the invasive Argentine species, which the lizard refuses to eat. Their presence also wreaks havoc on agriculture. Argentine ants have a symbiotic relationship with certain pests, such as aphids and scale insects, which produce honeydew, a sugary substance the ants relish. In return, the ants protect these agricultural pests from natural predators, allowing their populations to flourish unchecked. Crops suffer, yields dwindle, and farmers face the unseen army with little recourse. The unstoppable legion. For decades, scientists and conservationists have struggled to find ways to curb the Argentine ant's relentless spread. Pesticides, while temporarily effective, fail to root out the problem at its source, the supercolony. The structure of their society, with its multiple queens and interconnected nests, ensures that killing off one section does little to halt the greater force. And so, the march continues. However, there is hope. Research into biological control methods has explored the use of pathogenic fungi, bacterial infections, and parasitic species that target the Argentine ant without harming native ecosystems. Some scientists have also experimented with synthetic pheromones to disrupt their communication networks, throwing their perfect coordination into disarray. Still, the battle rages on. As climate change alters global temperatures, new territories become vulnerable to the Argentine ant's reach. What was once confined to warm, temperate regions may soon spread further north, encroaching upon previously untouched ecosystems. Every great empire rises, and every great empire falls. The question remains, will LINEPITHEMA HUMILE ever be defeated, or will they continue their silent conquest until the world itself bends to their dominion? For now, the war remains unfinished. The Argentine ant advances, its armies mobilizing in numbers too vast to count. And as we watch, often unaware of their quiet invasion, the question lingers. How does one stop an empire that refuses to acknowledge borders? The silent conquerors march on,